in most churches from anywhere around 6.
Told to ask her to introduce himself.
Oh, he goes, I can't catch you. He didn't check, I just dropped it. Oh, who's going to
Oh, like it would be fun playing in the I don't even have a drum party. I told you. I remember I had a drum party. The whole song, like, we had to play the 8th grade graduation, right? And she wanted us to do this song. So I was like, I ain't doing it. You know, I'm like, I want to fight my career. She's kind of like, I'm like, screw that, I'm sitting with my friends. She's like, no. The way she found out is, so I heard that you weren't playing the graduation YouTube. And me and this other kid were like, you're very perceptive, Mrs. Johnson. She's like, oh, go, yeah. Seriously, I'm going to sit there on my own graduation day. Because then when everyone walks in, you're still playing. You have to run and sit down.
I'd like to welcome all of you to this, the 25th commencement ceremony of Hoffman Estates High School. The faculty and students have worked very hard to make this the best graduation ceremony possible. We hope that all of our guests will contribute to the positive nature of tonight's program. Class of 2000, in this, my last opportunity to address you as a class, I would like to share with you one basic thought. It's not what you have done that matters most, it's who you are. It's your character, your honesty, your integrity, your loyalty. Being a truly educated person means being guided by values and beliefs and connecting the lessons of the classroom to the realities of life. Successful people care for, understand, accept, and respect others. They are hardworking, honest people of high integrity. The ancient Chinese wanted security from the barbaric hordes to their north, so they built a great wall, the Great Wall of China. It was so high that they knew no one could climb over it, and it was so thick that they thought no one could break it down. Then they settled back to enjoy their security. During the first years of the wall's existence, China was invaded 3 times. Not once did the barbaric hordes break down the wall or climb over the top. Each time, they bribed a gatekeeper and then marched right through the gates. The Chinese were so busy relying upon the walls of stone, their accomplishment, that they forgot to teach integrity to their children. Certainly, your accomplishments are important. However, you will ultimately be judged by the type of person you have become. Are you respected for the right reasons? Are you an honest, caring, giving person? Have you lived your life so that others' lives have been better? Class, I thank you for making our school and our community a better place, and I wish you the very best. Thank you.
Decide that a good nap would be the best way to recover from their journey. Although I am sure that the majority of us are in dire need of some sleep, I instead suggest that we use this time to reflect on whether or not our trip thus far has been successful. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. The challenge I extend to each one of you would be this: live each day so that the next time you find yourself in one of life's layovers, you can say to yourself, I am a success.
Far too distant and extraordinary in our lives. Guided us in this new direction has been our planning and our patience. Someone once said, the nicest aspect of the future is that we get it a day at a time. Nothing is thrown at us at any given moment that we can't handle. Take life one step at a time, day by day, hour by hour. Each one of us is given the same amount of time during our day. It is how we spend this time that distinguishes those who will excel from those who will not. It was also once said that all of us are always going to do better tomorrow, and we would too, if only we started today. Take action and begin your lifelong journey. The class of 2000 is a generation of much promise. Cherish your time and look forward with courage. Doing the best at this moment puts you in the best place for the next moment.
In these last couple of weeks, the topic of the discussion among the senior class has been graduation. And I've noticed within these discussions, there are three ways in which the topic is being approached. Some students didn't like high school at all and can't wait to leave and continue in their life. Others want to try and freeze this time so that they can keep their high school years forever and stay as long as possible. Most students, including me, however, are at a happy medium between the two feelings. It's sad to see high school over, but we're looking forward to our future plans. No matter which way you are feeling though, everyone graduating will have their own memories of their years here in high school. Whether these memories are good or bad, they will give us stories to tell our new friends, and will give us events to reminisce about when we meet our current friends in the future. Most importantly, these memories we have of high school will help guide us in our joyful futures, where we can look back and say, I remember my years at Hoffman Estates High School.
I would like to thank my friends and teachers for helping me survive high school, and I would especially like to thank my family. Without their love and support, I don't think I'd be here talking to you right now. For over a decade, the lovable characters of The Simpsons have been entertaining audiences around the nation. Some think the show is crude and should be canceled. But before we eliminate one of the greatest shows of all time, let us take a minute to reflect on all we have learned from these lovable characters. Homer, the blue-collar, dim-witted dad, has shown us you don't need to understand everything to succeed in life. You don't even need an engineering degree to become a nuclear safety inspector. Marge, with her locks of blue hair, has taught us to forgive people for mistakes they have made, no matter how many times the car is destroyed or the house overrun by carnival workers. And more than anything else, Bart and Lisa have shown us that education never stops. We are constantly learning. This brother and sister duo has been stuck in the 4th and 2nd grade for over 10 years. They never stop trying. One day, I'm sure they'll graduate. As we graduate here today, different challenges await. Different obstacles will surface. If unsure of how to handle a situation, look to Bart and Lisa and ask yourself, what would they do? And most importantly, don't have a cow, man.
I've noticed that some of my friends are quite sure about what they want to do with their lives. For example, Clara Van Duzer has known for 8 years that she's wanted to be a veterinarian. And Brian Rojek, well, I think it's almost certain to say that he would be a fashion designer. I think that most of us view our past experiences as the main determinant for our futures. We see our ever-growing pool of mistakes and accomplishments as the main force that molds our destinies. Henry David Thoreau offers a different view. He once stated that what lies before us and what lies behind us are small matters compared to what lies within us. And when we bring what lies within us out into the world, miracles happen. Graduation is the perfect opportunity to blend the knowledge that we've gained with what lies within us. Don't dwell on the past or the future. Instead, attempt feats that you have never dreamed possible, just as Jules Verne wrote about human feats never deemed attainable. And in a world where the easiest path is often the most coveted, covet nothing but the best, even if it means hard work and sacrifice. And remember that it's never too late to let what lies within you out into the world, for miracles may truly happen.
I would like to start off by thanking those that have guided me through my 4 years at Hoffman. First and foremost, I would like to thank my parents. You were the ones who instilled in me my value system and work ethic, and for that, I'm eternally grateful. I would also like to thank my teachers as well. I know now that for everything I saw you do, there are 50 more things that you did behind the scenes that I never had a chance to thank you for. Lastly, I would like to thank you, my fellow classmates and friends. Going through 4 years of high school would have been very long and boring if you guys weren't there to liven it up a bit. I am saddened to realize that as I walk out those doors tonight, it will be the last time I'm going to see most of you. The diploma that we will be receiving serves as a symbol for most of us, saying that we have truly accomplished something. It represents the hard work we have done, the trials we've endured, and the friends that we've made. It also marks the end of the involvement in Hoffman Estates High School. However, just as all things must come to an end, a new beginning is born with this diploma as well. It is up to each and every one of us to decide what we want to do with this new beginning. The time we have spent at Hoffman will play an important part in each of our post-high school lives. It will not only serve as the basis of our education, but also for our life experiences. What we take away from here, combined with a passion for life and a desire to succeed, will be all that we need to make it, no matter what we decide to do. It is my greatest hope that we, the class of 2000, will look back and be grateful for the good times, seize the day at hand, and look ahead to the new challenges and opportunities that are yet to come. Thank you.
William Shakespeare wrote in Twelfth Night, "There is no darkness but ignorance." And in As You Like It, he wrote, that all the world's a stage. Ladies and gentlemen, while all the world might be a stage, it is more importantly a classroom, a place where learning must never cease. Because when man stops learning, he stops living. He becomes ignorant of all that is around him, all that he can become. As man continues to grow and learn, he realizes that education will allow him to achieve and accomplish anything. He will realize that only through education will he be able to fight ignorance. And it is only through education will he grow as an individual. In the end, the battle against ignorance will be won or lost with each and every individual, as he chooses whether or not his path leads down the road to education and knowledge, whether that path will come to a quick and definitive end, an end where nothing exists. Ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to never stop learning, and of course, never stop teaching. Step out of the darkness and into the light.
It's my pleasure at this time to introduce the board members that are with us this evening, Mrs. Klunkowitz and Mrs. Wojcicki. my pleasure at this time to present to our board members the Hoffman Estates High School's class of 2000.
It is a pleasure and an honor for me to participate in Hoffman Estates High School's 25th commencement ceremony for the class of 2000. On behalf of the Board of Education, I extend congratulations to you graduates and also to your families. We are here this evening to celebrate success. Each of you has been successful in earning a high school diploma. And now, as you begin to think about the next phase of your life, you are no doubt hoping for a successful future. But what exactly does that mean? If I were to ask you what it means to be successful, my guess is that each of you would have a slightly different answer. The dictionary says that to succeed is to turn out well, to thrive or prosper. Some people think of prospering in terms of material things: cars, houses, clothes, playthings. And while those things might very well appear to indicate success, I would ask you to consider some other things that I believe are more important. First, I would suggest that maintaining a strong sense of family would be a measure of success. Many of you will be leaving home for the first time, and while I'm sure that is very appealing to you, I suspect that you will miss the strength and support which only your family can provide. I hope you will realize, maybe for the first time, that your family has provided you with many of the tools that you will use to become a success. Then, too, I would venture to say that a close circle of friends will help you to prosper. In the years to come, virtually all of you will broaden your group of friends, and that is good. However, don't lose track of those friends who shared many of your happiest moments in high school. Don't wait for your 10th class reunion to renew your friendships. Keep in touch. Nurture your present friendships, even while you establish new ones. I really believe that friends are one of life's top priorities. After all, success means more if you have someone with whom to share it. Also, really successful people, I believe, look beyond themselves and try to make life better for those around them. Now, I'm not suggesting that you necessarily have to stop world hunger or even save the rainforest. On a much smaller, yet very important scale, I'm suggesting that you start to make the world a better place by simply smiling at the people around you, even if you don't feel much like smiling. Not only will the other people feel better, but research shows that forcing yourself to smile will actually improve your attitude and sense of well-being. Also, be generous with kind words. A kind word takes no more time nor energy than a harsh one, and yet what a difference you will make with kindness. Most important, be extravagant with encouragement and support. Remember how much it means to you to have someone who supports you when your confidence isn't very high. In the year 2010, when you attend your 10th class reunion, you are more likely to be recognized and remembered for your kindness than you are for your ACT score or your class rank. And finally, at the end of each day, if you can look in the mirror and like what you see, and are content with the face that looks back at you, then I would venture to say that you are successful. Family and friends and caring about others will make you prosper and bring you a measure of success that is worth pursuing. Good luck to each of you as you begin to fulfill your definition of success. And now, will the Honor Guard please bring forward the class of 2000.
Chad Justin Bobrin.
Nicole Marie Babula, Hoffman Scholar.
Mary Booker, Life and Family Studies.
Betty Lambert, ESL.
Kristen Ann DeSantis.
Nicolette and Cristofano, Hoffman Scholar.
Bonnie A. DeFosio.
Lady Lynn Fiomco, Jonas.
Kimberly Marie Deleski.
Douglas Malin.
Sarah Gabrielle Meyer.
Corey.
Tiffany Marie Mueller.
Lindsay Marie Murdoch.
Renee Yolanda Mersda.
Sean Thomas Murray.
I love you!
Michael John Myatt.
Paul Nicholas Bukowski.
Setna Bechin Nagy.
Alan Bean.
Colleen Mary O'Connor, Hoffman Scholar.
Jennifer Lynn Saliga.
Laura Elizabeth Tan, Hoffman Scholar.
Han M. Tang, Hoffman Scholar.
Alexis Candace Teague.
Stephen Frederick Utney.
Nicole Marie Vaya.
Elizabeth Neola Belisibus.
I'm recording. Can't get out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your places until the graduates have exited. Graduates, please stand.